Praise God, fuck nigga. This is metaphysical. This is trans-dimensional. This is going through a whole nother time zone. We timeless, and what we doing is we living forever. Why? Because we winners. Shout out to all my winners living beyond the worldly constructs. You know, winners live forever.
I could do that for you.
We still winning.
Refresh me, refresh me.
All right, the story behind me hitting the first Big Steppin. All right, so the Big Steppin is a culmination of dances that come from two different sides of San Francisco, but from the origin of Stupid McNupid, who used to hit something called a Swavage Patch. So Stupid used to hit this dance that is like this, where you really hitting the Savage Patch. Swabbage patch, like you really getting into your shoulders. The shoulders is moving. And that went to something called the 800 by ways of one of my mentor, Gunna Goes Global. So a lot of cats, my generation from 800 block and Fillmore used to be hitting the Swabbage patch. And then I saw that in the functions, but I didn't want to bite them. I had moved to Hunters Point when I was like 11, and Hunters Point, they have a whole different dance style. Hunters Point, they working buns, you feel me? So they getting on their tippy toes when they working buns, though. It's in the shoulders, it's in the movement, it's in the body. So I was like, I like how my point partners, they be hitting that tippy toe with it, but then I like how my Fillmore, feel me, really be, saucy with it. So I just put the dance together, and I just, you feel me, I didn't want to be a wallflower. I was like a real quiet person growing up. So I just used to be, you know, hitting my big step in the corner, chilling, tuck, and then the ladies come up, you know, work some buns, have some fun, you know, that's it, man. Shout out to everybody who used to be at the functions, man. We didn't need no alcohol, no weed, nothing. We was just in there off of pure horniness, off of pure unadulterated adolescent horniness, just in there trying to have hella fun. And now I'm happy we refined that. We respect the young ladies, like we always did, and now we're using that to purpose it into powerful things to help the community and push our lives forward, man, in our careers, man. So Big Steppin, feel me? You know where it came from, for real, for real.
And we still winning.
Bitch, they said Italian dressing or ranch dressing. I'm gonna throw a curveball. I really enjoy that stunner seasoning, that stunner dressing. What the stunner dressing is a lemon pepper vinaigrette with some honey in there as well. You know, we put that on a slight drizzle on the stunner salad. The stunner salad is a beautiful bed of arugula mixed with some leafy greens, along with some capers within the dressing, also with some cebollas from our Spanish speakers with some mandarins. Not oranges specifically, but mandarins, you know what I'm saying? We put that on there. I like to add salt to mine because the dressing is more sweet, and we pair that with the lemon pepper dressing over some lemon pepper wings. Man, you can't go wrong with that. Stunner salad and O2 wings. Those dressings are cool, but the stunner dressing is the one you need. You can find it at Club Cali's, 6 p.m. for the win. We'll have it bottled up for you with a Club Cali sticker and a Still Win sticker slapped on it. Why? Because every time you pour that dressing on your salad, you're still winning. To my Spanish speakers, seguimos ganando. Hey, it's nice to see you there. I'm happy you're here with me. I'm here with the Green Box. We got Sluggers here, and this is how you get into a higher vibration. See me? I'm the highest it's ever been. I'm Jordan Gomes, a.k.a. Suave de la Stunner, a.k.a. Don de la Parabra, a.k.a. Nigel Standards. Man, the most famous one, Joe Mixon, for sure, man. Joe Mixon took it from scoring a touchdown to the Super Bowl. It's bigger than the Super Bowl. Big as the Super Bowl. Whatever Drake said. Man, that was crazy. And then seeing them still hit it with C.J. Stroud, hit it with London Breed, hit it with hella NFL players, hit it with Stephon Diggs. Now Stephon Diggs on the boat with his buns, women calling him daddy. Come on, it's just Big Stepper energy, man. Come on. And I feel like my personal favorite is one of our directors who directed Big Steppin. Shout out JSTN, go listen to his music. He got the smoothest Big Steppin. He just got that Michigan step with it. You know, everybody in Michigan know how to dance. They know how to do shuffles and all this different stuff. Man, I swear his Big Steppin is too smooth. But shout out to Joe, man. And the women always hit it smooth too. I ain't never seen a woman who hit the Big Steppin wrong. So shout out to all the ladies hitting the Big Steppin. I like when Sweetie did it too. She hit it hella smooth. I love you, Sweetie. Oh, Wally hella cool, man. I fuck with Wally because he brought me to his hood, man. He brought me to Compton. We had a good time. We shot with some of the amazing clown dancers, man. Wally's is a chill, genuine dude. One of my favorite things about Wally is not only his respect and love for God, but how, like, amazing he is as a live performer. Like I like this thing Wally do. It's a flex, like where he'll be like, hold on, cut the music off, and he'll just sing live, no auto tune, nothing. And I asked him, I was like, bro, like what really got you into singing? He was like, man, I went to church for a minute, and then he was like, I had stopped, and then his partner like he stopped going, and I think he went back later, or his partner had bet him. He was like, bro, I bet you can't go if you do this. I forgot what the bet was, but it caused them to actually go make a mixtape. So I'm happy whatever God, that vessel, that angel that sit, that God sent to tell Wally that to make that bet, man, I'm so happy he did because his music really healed everybody. And I fuck with Wally because he's like genuine. Like he's always like he'll just be thinking something and he'd be like, all right, let's do it. Like we made a song called Like Kurt, and that came about because we had just did a show together at the Jerk Chicken or the Big Jerk in Las Vegas. Shout out to Tay for lining that up. And then after the show, we chilling in this mini mansion, having hella fun. And in the middle of this fun, we got women in there enjoying life, people drinking. And then Wally like, hey, bro, play Revolution by Kurt Franklin. And then it was going up. And I'm like, man, play Stomp by Kurt Franklin. And man, the next day we got in the studio, made that Like Kurt. Go stream that on all streaming platforms. Shout out to homies Zakaias for bringing that to life and our live performances that we do and coming to you. Pause. And it's going to be a next one you can see May 30th, Friday, when I drop my salad, 6 p.m. And June 14th, man, come pull up. We're going to have a live band so we can expand. Hey, but listen to Wally, man. He got the proper plan. Man, he's definitely divinely guided, just like everybody who I be with. And we high vibrational individuals that just push the envelope in every way we can. Man, shout out to God, putting battery on our back. And Wally, man, he going to keep making hits. And we got some more hits coming too. You said sweet or spicy on chicken. Man, I'm really a lemon pepper individual. I like salty, but if I had to pick one of the two, I'd probably go spicy. Like I like a buffalo, I like a atomic hot, because spice is really a pain sensitivity. Really, with spice is not an actual like flavor. It's just a sensitivity your body has to the reaction of pain. So that means how psychotic you are by how much spiciness you like. You feel me? Or you might be a sadist. You might like freaky things in the bed. I'm not judging you at all. I'm not even want to go there with you. But I'm just letting you know what other things you might veer off into if you like spicy food. That's why, I love melanated women who like spicy food. You know what I'm saying? Because you understand you have more of a good time with them because they like to live on the thrill of life. You know what I'm saying? So, you might have to deal with some intense attitudes at times, but it's worth it for that intense pleasure that you may experience throughout life. You know what I'm saying? So spice me up. I played Lenny G, inspired by the character Freddie B. Freddie B was the first original Oakland rapper, man. Used to sell it out the trunk, so it was an honor that they rebranded the character to a DJ, Too Short DJ, and get to work with dope people like Simba, Normani. I got to show a pop star Normani and Dominique Thorne around Oakland. Feel me? I took him to the dopest shit. We was outside chilling. We ate some soul food. I took him to a La Russell concert. That was hella dope. And then within that, man, working with hella different people. I sat next to Pedro at Sundance, and that was just a dope experience because Pedro was so grounded. I was like, man, what you think I could do better? And he's like, man, you did a great job. He was like, I'm still trying to figure out what I could do better. And that let me know that in this process of just anything you do, any craft you got, the greatest are always trying to find a way to get better. You feel me? I see so many great people out there just pushing their craft and envelope. And everybody I work with, from Jay Ellis to Jack Champion to the people I work with today that you see me work with, man, everybody I work with is trying to get better. That's what I learned. So I was like, man, maybe I should be on that. You know what I mean? So everybody on the Freaky Tales cast was immaculate, though. That was like, next to Last Black Man, that was like that's the two movies I worked on. I'm thankful to say they was both lit. We had hella fun. From the makeup artists all the way to the directors, lit. You know what I'm saying? So, gang. If they made a movie about my life, the title would be The Sanguine Soldier. And the reason why I say that is because sanguine means to be optimistic through adversity. You know what I'm saying? And soldier, you know what I mean? You already know what that means. So, like, I feel like, one of the things in my life, I have a very good life, man. My life is beautiful. I get everything I want, man. I'm the richest I ever been, the wealthiest, in the best shape ever. Everything is flowing my way, but it was obstacles to get here. You feel me? And throughout those obstacles, I could have had a bad attitude. I remember I did. I used to live in New Orleans, and when I came forward from New Orleans to the Bay, man, I had the worst attitude because in New Orleans, I felt like I had to prove myself. I was fighting, I was doing things out of my character, so I brought that to the Bay Area and even turned that on the ones I love. So I feel like over coming out of that adversity, it might made me find an optimistic attitude. And then a soldier, you know what I'm saying? Because a soldier is someone who can survive war, who can survive the most treacherous and the most vicious type of environment. And I feel like it was self-inflicted most time, but I also am a rose that came from the concrete. You know what I'm saying? I come from what they say is the worst area of San Francisco, Page Street 400 block, living in the other worst area of San Francisco, Hunters Point, which looked like the best for me because all it was beautiful black people finding a way to overcome our situation. And one thing I always saw was a smile, a laugh, and you feel me? We always saw somebody out there spitting that gas or having that gas in a low moment. So, that's why I say the sanguine soldier, because everything we done navigated through, all the adversity, all the obstacles, it done made us the best version of ourselves. And we did it with a smile on our face. And that's why we still winning. What message and what legacy I want to leave behind, man. I was always told proper preparation prevents poor performance. And in the land of 16s, you know what I'm saying, being a P is how we move forward, pushing positive. And a lot of that times I had to pick that, you know what I mean? I had to find my purpose. It didn't just pop up. And when I started listening and stopped just being like, oh, I know everything, if you want to attribute it to a zodiac sign of being a Taurus, being stubborn, that might be it. But also, sometimes as a man, you just want to find your own way. So you want to figure out how you can be right all the time. But it don't be about that all the time. It be about understanding that there's a bigger plan at hand. And if we only focus on the things that we want, we'll never focus on the things that we can provide. And anytime we get in a situation where we could serve and provide, we'll get more abundance than we ever thought and fathom that we could receive. So, I always want to remind people that we're here for a purposeful reason that's beyond anything materialistic. You know what I'm saying? And then having power, you know what I'm saying? I don't mean power in a type of way like where you controlling, you ruling over things, you putting people in a lesser position. When I talk about power, it's the power to more so push forward. It's the power to dismantle these chains that we got on us through this systematic situation. And it's also the power to keep going even though you might be in a shady situation. You know what I'm saying? I love power. I love people pushing through powerfully. You know what I mean? So, hey, man, keep pushing them P's and keep pushing that positivity. You know what I mean? So, gang in this thing, man. And if you ever feel down, you ever feel like you want to quit, just look in the mirror and say,
We still winning.
make sure you go stream my 2 latest projects, Healthy Gas Volume 2, where we're talking about a whole bunch of healthy stuff that can heal your life, and then Big Stunner, because that's the one where I'm talking my mess, man. Come on, hey, keep believing in yourself. Shout out to my guys, Snipe, Dilo, and shout out to Slush, man. Because the best home run hitter ever got the unanimous MVP in what year? 2002. And what city we from? San Francisco. Come on, Barry Bonds. Hey, Bay Area's pride. And if you got the unanimous MVP in '02, man, you know what to do. Man, hit that follow. And if you a hater, you know what you can go swallow. Man, hey, I hope some hope so I'm going to pray for you. Hey, man, I love y'all. And don't forget,
We still
slugging. Go check out the brand so you can expand, man. Have some fun, too.